can use regex extractor in UiPath document understanding. So I have created one example. Here I have used some files here. If you see, I have used one file array. In that I am taking 3 files. This is the first PDF file. Simple, this is a invoice. Okay, book my show invoice. This is the first, and if you see, this is my invoice number for first PDF. Second, and third. Demo purpose, we are taking these 3 invoices, and what we need to do, we need to extract this invoice number, that is first invoice number, second invoice number, and third invoice number. For that I have taken file array. Here I am just passing path of that folder where that invoices are stored. I have used one for each loop, and inside that for each loop I have putted all the document understanding codes. First, load taxonomy. If I'll click on the taxonomy manager, I have created a simple taxonomy here. Okay, organization name, department name, document name, and the field name, invoice number, simple invoice number, very straightforward field I have created here. Okay, and type is equal to number. Later, digitize document. Here also I have used UiPath document OCR, and whichever variable is required, that variable I have passed here. Classification, classify document scope. Here I used invoice, you can say it's an keyword unique identifier. Consumer classification, invoice ID I have checked, and I have just saved it. And after that, data extraction scope. Inside this data extraction scope, I have created a template. In that template I am extracting this invoice number. Okay, this invoice number. Now this is a form extractor. Let's see first how this form extractor will work. Okay, I'll just run this program. I have used validator here, so that's why for first invoice, if you see, that invoice number is captured here. Okay, the first invoice number is captured here, so this is correct. I'll use submit. Now for the second invoice, again validation is executing. Again, if you see, this is the second invoice. Here also, now this is also correct, 25. So I'll just make this box as a checked and click on the submit button. Now this is the third invoice. Here also we'll got the proper result. Okay, this is a regular example where we are fetching invoice number from 3 invoices, or you can say several invoices. Okay, submit. Now program gets executed, and if I'll open this file, we will get result as a, in sheet 1 we will get a result. Okay, we'll see how result we will get. If you see here in the sheet 1 we will get a result. That means I am using a form extractor to extract invoice number from this 3 PDF. This is a simple example with the form extractor. Now what I need to do, now I need to use regex extractor. Okay, so here I need to extract some data from this PDF with a proper format. For example, if I want to fetch this invoice number, now if you see, this is one invoice number, this is also one invoice number, which is a similar kind of invoice number, but here in this invoice number we have one hash sign here. Okay, so I don't need this sign. I want to fetch the invoice where we do not have any hash size, or you can say any dash. Okay, so I need to extract only those invoice where we don't have any dash sign inside the invoice. Okay, so I need to extract this type of invoice. So in UiPath document understanding, how we can do that. Okay, so for that, now I'll use regex based extractor. Okay, here I'll just simply click on the configure, and here in this invoice number ID, inside this edit, I'll just simply click on the edit button. Now this is the regex builder, and we need to use the regular expression here. Okay, regular expression means I need to fetch a proper formatted data here. Okay, so if in these three invoices this TIN, this text is common, so here what I'm using here, so this is, if you see, literal, digits, one of, there are so many options is available. So literal means text, so I'll use TIN, exactly one, yes, capture, and here I'll just click on the plus sign. For example purpose, I have just taken this example or this invoice number. Okay, now TIN, okay, literal, exactly one. So this is the invoice ID. Now what I'm doing, I'm creating regular expression syntax or regular expression. So here I'm using literal, that means this text put TIN, which is captured, exactly one, yes, this is like TIN is a one lot, oh, and here I'm using the capture sign. After that we need to fetch this data, this pending data, so I'll simply click on the plus sign, and here, now this is a digit, so I'll use digit. Now this digit is also selected. Now here exactly I'll just increase like 2, 7 or 12, and I'll just check on this checkbox capture, right? So this is my regular expression, like TIN exactly 1 and digit is equal to this backslash D, this considered as a single digit, right? Single digit. So we are considering 12 because we have this 12 digit. Okay, now if I'll, now this is captured with help of that regular expression, but here if I'll choose this invoice number, let's see what happened. Now this will, because of this dash, this invoice will not selected. Again, if I'll use separate invoice or this different invoice, now let's see what happened. Okay, this is also selected. So with help of this regular now we can go ahead. I'm simply click on the save button, and here in this configuration text, here I'm just, now I'm not going with form extractor, I can use this regular expression because I want to select a specific data. Okay, so that's why now again I will run my program. Now if you see here, okay, now I'm using a regex extractor. Now if you see, this invoice ID is not captured because we have created a formula, and this invoice is not fixed that formula, or that formula is not deal with these invoices. Okay, so that invoices is not captured here. Okay, that is correct. So I'll just click simple continue and save. Now that regular expression formula has pick up this invoice ID because we don't have any dash inside this invoice ID. So this is correct one. So I click on the submit button. Now third invoice here also, now this invoices, this invoice number is also captured because here also there is no any extra space or dash inside this invoice number, whichever formula which we have written backgroundly regular expression, that is matching this invoice number, right? So again here I'll just check and click on the submit button. Okay, now this program get executed. Let's use sheet number 12. Okay, and I'll run it again. Now what I'll do, I don't require this present validation statement because I'm getting correct result. So I'll just disable this activity, and again I will run my program. Now program is gets executed, and if we'll open this challenge.xlsx, so we will get these two invoices as a result. Okay, because we have used regex based extractor here. So whenever we used regex extractor, we need to create a proper formula here. With help of this formula, or with help of this regex expression, if you see, this is the expression. Okay, with help of this expression we will get a proper result. Now if I'll delete this form extractor also, that is also fine, it won't impact my existing result. So in a single document we can use multiple extractor as to up to us in which extractor is used for which field. Okay, so here in this example I have used for each loop, and at last I have put it the data set. If you see, at we will get result in form of the data set, right? Data set, var data set. So I have used one merged data table activity, and I have used this var data set output dot table of 0 as the input for this merged data table activity, and I have created one more data table, blank data table, which is like var dt, and I am storing that final result inside this var dt data table. And at the last I have used Excel application scope, and the final result I am putting sheet. Okay, so in this way, here how we can use regex based extractor that we have seen in this video. Okay, so thanks for joining, guys. Thanks for watching this video. Do subscribe my channel. Thanks again.